Hey, what's going on, everyone? If you're new to the channel, my name is Giancarlo Rios. I go by Rudo on Twitter, and in this video and in this entire channel, we go over all things NFTs, what's happening in the market. I try to give you guys the alpha before the alpha, talk about upcoming projects that are doing well, talk about Ethereum being up, being down, and how that's affecting the current market, talk about trends, safety in NFT space, all things in between. So with that being said, let's get started. Alright guys, so for starters, let's take a look at the current market of crypto as a whole. As you can see, it's a bit of a bloodbath. And if we look here at Bitcoin, and if you do or you don't know, Bitcoin pretty much determines how the entire market goes as a whole. So when Bitcoin's up, all the rest of the coins seem to follow suit. When Bitcoin's down, coins seem to follow suit as well. So if we look at this over the last month, you can see after the huge bull run we had in NFTs in a majority of January, we had a huge dump right here dropped all the way down to 33K and had a bit of a recovery going into, some of February right here. You can see it kind of topped out all-time high at 45K for the month. And then we kind of see it start sipping around. It was a little bit steady for the most part. And pretty much within the last couple of days, we start to see another move down. And if you go back here, we can even see it's obviously the same trend with Ethereum. Go back to Ethereum. So you go back to Ethereum. As you can see here, around the end of January, we get to about 2,500, dip all the way down to 2,200, which is pretty crazy. And we start seeing a bit of a recovery. We go all the way up here to about 3,200, and then slowly it's been going down. Obviously, you see the same trend happening with Bitcoin. This just follows suit. So how does that play into the NFT market? So if you look here, overall volume for the most part, pretty much since November, we kind of saw a bit of a bear market all through November, moving into December, and then right as January hit, the new year, we saw a crazy bull run throughout January for the most part. It was kind of sustaining volume. If you look, overall volume per day was just absolutely crushing or doubled, if not tripled, a lot of what you see in November. We were seeing all-time highs right here on February 1st. And as you can see, the market's been a little bit, everyone's kind of wishy-washy on whether or not they want to continue to keep buying into NFTs because they don't know if the market's going to recover quick enough. A lot of the times what we normally see is that when Ethereum is down, NFTs are up, and vice versa. The inverse is true too. When Ethereum is up high, or it's around 4,000, 4,500 like it was previously around November, December, then NFTs tend to typically be in a bear market. So the inverse happens. Ethereum, typically when it's down, we see a ton of volume on Ethereum. So that's just an overall gauge of what's going on in the market right now. So yeah, with that being said, let's hop into some of these projects. All right, guys, so hopping right into it. Let's just go back to, if you saw my first video, I talked about a couple of projects that were relatively still new, still kind of under the radar. And I wanted to go over a couple of them because since that last video was posted, a lot of these has gotten a ton of traction or have just ended up minting and doing very, very well. So one of them being Whiskers, and I think in my last video I posted them around maybe 10k. I think around 10k. Yeah, so as you can see here, they're sitting at about 25k. They did finally drop their Discord. I wasn't able to get the OG role in there. I did get in there relatively early though. They have been dropping, it is a locked Discord, so they have been dropping a couple of links here and there. I like the way they've kind of been doing it too. They've been doing kind of like little puzzles and stuff like that to kind of get into the Discord. It helps a bit to make sure there's not bots getting in, which is always good. Again, I've been pretty bullish on this project. I love the founders. I love all of the people that the founders has connections with, like Vinny Hager. So still super bullish on this project, still looking to get on this whitelist. And if you guys are just now seeing this, there's still plenty of time. It's still early enough that you could still secure that whitelist, get into Discord. So highly recommend doing that. All right, so next project that I spoke about on the last video, I think they were sitting around 15k. I'm gonna look back on the old video and maybe post it on this video as well to see kind of the difference where they were since I last posted them and where they are now. They have about 44k followers, and since the last video I posted, they've been doing crazy collabs with Cool Cats, with Ghosts, with Doodles. The collabs that they have on the project now are just out of control, and they minted out just the other day, I think yesterday. Reveal is tomorrow. If you go here, you look at the floor price is about 1.4. It did reach an all-time high of about 1.9. If you can see here, a lot of diamond hands in here. Earlier, the amount was about 230 listed, was like the lowest that I saw, which is pretty crazy on a 10k collection. If you see here, it's almost at a 50% owners share as well, which is also a really good sign. You see about 6,000 Ethereum volume traded pre-reveal, which is really something. It says a lot. Not many projects really get that. You can still see here that the volume and activity is still going relatively sustained. You know, you see sales pretty much every 2, 3, 4 minutes. If you can see here, average price was about 1.5, 1.1. So it's been relatively going up as it goes. The reveal is tomorrow. I expect to see a bit of a pre-reveal FOMO right before reveal tomorrow. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, just wanted to talk about and touch on this one again. Show you guys how important it is to get on these projects early, secure these whitelists, and really see some pretty significant gains. Alright guys, so the next project I want to touch on is Loser Club. If you can see, the artwork definitely matches that thick line, cute art style, while at the same time being completely unique. Personally, I haven't really seen that many projects that are similar to this. The artwork's super unique. It's by an artist by the name of Javon. As you can see here, they've also recently done a collab with Cool Cats, and if you were a Cool Cat owner or had a cool pet, you were able to go into a giveaway for a whitelist for them, which is always good. I have a cool pet. I personally did not win that giveaway and get on whitelists, but that's okay. They also dropped their Discord recently. I think only a few people were able to get into it. The Discord link pretty much expired in 0.02 seconds, which is fine. I think eventually I'm going to get in there anyway. So this is another big project coming up. There's about 13k followers. I do expect to see this price, this follower count, keep going up as the weeks go by, leading up to more info on the project. As of right now, there really isn't much info on them besides everyone just really bullish on the art, the artist, some of the people that are involved with the project, like All Out of ETH, one of the OGs in this space. And if you could see here, the art is it's pretty sweet. This is an awesome collab little content piece that they came out with. So yeah, once you guys just follow them, set your notifications on, wait for those Discord links to be sent out, try to get in as fast as you can, work your way into a whitelist and secure a big project coming up. So moving on to the next project, we have Shamans NFTs. This is another project that's been on my radar for a while now. I wish I was able to cover them when I found them a lot sooner. They're sitting at about 26.7k followers. And if you see here, the art is super unique, really dope. The color palettes that they use just really pop. I can see these doing very well down the road. If you also look here, the artist behind them is Brosmind. It is two artists that are brothers. Obviously, they are already very well established artists. They've been artists for years now. If you can see here, they've even had some artwork done in some art galleries. Very unique artwork. This is definitely something that could match the current market trend, something that always seems to do well in the NFT space. So keep your eye out on here. They're also doing a bunch of Discord links, but again, this is another locked Discord. If you can see right here, they have a couple links right here, 500 new spots. I managed to get into the Discord relatively early, about 2 days ago, but honestly, I think every day they drop so many new Discord links that when I first got in, there was probably maybe 3,000, 4,000 in Discord. Now they're sitting at about 15,000 in there. So still early enough to get in there. They haven't really dropped too much information on how to get on whitelists. Pretty much one of those, go in there, vibe out with everyone, get to know everyone, and eventually they're going to come out with, either giveaways or fun art competitions, fan art. If you can see here, there's a lot of people already doing fan art for whitelists. I know when they first opened up the Discord, they had about 50 already allocated out to people who dropped some fan art. I'm horrible at art. I did try to do kind of my own version of fan art. Didn't get a whitelist, but you know, never hurts to try. So keep watching this, follow them, set notifications on. I do see these doing very, very well, moving down, leading up to the mint. So keep an eye out. Excited to see how this goes. All right, moving on to the next project, we have Goopdudes by Goopdude. This is a project that I found super early on. If you look here, there's only about 5,000 followers. I think I started following them around maybe 3,000 or 4,000. And the art is something that's really, really slept on right now. This is one of the first teasers that I saw back in February. Wow, so 10 days ago, I saw this and I immediately knew this is something that resonates heavily with the NFT community. I can see this doing very, very well already off the bat. You can see the color palettes, you can see how unique it is. And if you go here, you can look right here. They have the artist posted right here. He's also been doing art for years now. If you go on his Instagram, you can see he has a bunch of his artwork posted on here as well. Again, not that many followers, but you always want to look up for up and coming artists as well. His art's super unique. It's something that it's kind of been his style for years now. And if you look here, he's already done some physical artworks, and honestly, really just love the art style. I do see these doing really well down the road. It is super early on right now. Some of the people that are founders on the project are Barson, really cool guys. I've spoken to the founders in the Discord already. I said, hey, can you drop maybe some alpha, some stuff that's upcoming, any leaks or anything like that? They kind of wanted to just see my honest review on the project so far. So shout out to Barsons, shout out to Gritty. Also, Barsons wanted to let everyone know that Gritty does bench press 400 pounds. Absolute unit. So super excited to see where the project goes. I really do see them coming up with some collabs potentially really soon. I mean, the artwork really, really resonates. I do see this kind of color palette, the thick line artwork. This always does well in the NFT space. So really, really looking forward to seeing what comes up with these guys. I've been in the Discord. I did secure whitelist in there. No, they did not give me whitelist because I'm covering on the YouTube channel. I've just been hanging out in there. I've been bullish on the project since I first saw the very first content piece that they dropped. Everyone's super cool in the Discord. There's not many people in there right now, but I do see probably in the upcoming week or two, I do see this blowing up. So follow them, set notifications on, and check them out for sure. Keep track. All right, guys. So the last project I want to touch on is Sprite Club. I've been following them for a while too. They have gained a ton of followers recently. They're sitting at about 21.8K followers. And this is a project that caught my eye early on. The artwork really, really resonated with me. It's super unique, while at the same time, again, matching something that I can see the NFT market really wanting as a whole. And that's kind of my strategy when it comes to trying to find upcoming projects. I try to stick around what I think the consumers of the NFT market are going to want, what they typically tend to buy for the most part. So this is definitely a project that matches everything that I can see part of a successful project. If you see here, they've done some artwork for Andrew Wang. This one's really dope. If you don't know who Andrew Wang is, he's probably like one of the most beloved people in the NFT space, one of the nicest guys ever. I've been on a couple Twitter spaces listening in on him for months now. They did a little piece of artwork for him. He kind of tagged them, loved them. I really love the way these guys are doing their Discord links. They're doing fun little like mazes and puzzles. They also do one where they kind of do a voice recording of the Discord code, which is something I've never seen any other projects do. I've really loved the way they've set up their locked Discord to get people in. It's something that I haven't seen a lot of projects do. This really mitigates the amount of bots that are in there. And if you go into the Discord and really talk to people that are in there, it really, really shows that there's actual people in there doing authentic, engagement. I managed to get whitelist in here, not because I'm covering on my YouTube channel with 2 subscribers, but I just went in there. Typically what my strategy is with trying to get whitelist, I don't go in there and I just try to grind it out. That's my worst nightmare, and I honestly don't think everyone should just go into Discords and just sit there for hours and try to secure whitelist. That's just ridiculous to me. And I am going to try and cover a video coming up where I talk about kind of the problems that we're running into with whitelists and how kind of unhealthy it is for the market as a whole. As of right now, it's not really an easy solution, but I digress. What I did with this project is that I went into the Discord, I just chatted up with a bunch of people. I noticed that they had a fashion channel in their Discord. Personally, I'm a big fan of fashion. I've always liked, you know, clothes in general and stuff. So I went in there, I dropped a couple pictures of, like, you know, outfits of the day and stuff like that. Spoke to some of the moderators in there who were also into fashion. We were kind of exchanging, you know, fits. Got to know a lot of the people in there. Shout out Mark in there, shout out Mercury, super cool people in there. So this is also the artist behind it is Ophelia. She's super active in their Discord, and I love seeing that. I love seeing founders, artists who are active in their communities, active in their Discords. Personally, it's a huge red flag for me. Whenever I'm in a Discord and I don't see active founders in there, it just means that they're not really devoted to the project, not devoted to getting to know a lot of the community members. And all the projects that I spoke about all have the same things in common, whether it be Goopdudes. I hang out, chat with all the founders in there pretty much, you know, all day. Shamans, all the founders in there are always talking shop with everyone that's in the community. Even in Whiskers, the founders and moderators are all active in there. So Ophelia is a super cool founder. Her artwork is super unique. I love what she's doing right now. I love what the whole team as a whole is doing with the project, some of the collabs that they're doing. They even drop a couple. Here's one right here, a little lemon one. This one's super sweet. I'm a little lemon holder myself. Shout out to the lemons. Yeah, so I just love what this project's doing. Again, follow these guys, set notifications on, try to get into one of these Discords. These mazes are super fun anyway. I mean, if you could land it and do it fast enough and get in, that's always sweet. I always try to stick with the voice ones. These are pretty a lot easier for me. I'm terrible with puzzles, terrible with mazes. So yeah, this is the last project I'm gonna go over. Super bullish on the projects as well. Excited to see what they come up with, and excited to see where the project goes. All right, guys, so that is gonna wrap up the video. Those are just some of the projects that I'm bullish on right now. And again, please, guys, do me a huge solid. I'm gonna leave my Twitter down below. Give me a follow. Go ahead and like, subscribe to the channel. I am gonna try to be more consistent with dropping more videos. I want to keep up with this as much as I can. I want to try to hit for 2 videos a week if I can. So again, going back to my first video on the giveaway, obviously it was my first video. I don't have much of a following. It was pretty much just friends of mine that were commenting on it. So I did end up giving one of my friends the giveaway, and hopefully I want to give more giveaways out in the future. So if you can, make sure to like, subscribe, set notifications on. I do want to do more giveaways the more, you know, subscribers that I do get. So stick around, comment down below. Let me know what things you guys possibly want me to talk about. Could it be talk about Treasure DAO, maybe Magic Token, maybe Trove? I know there's a lot of small brains people out there. If you want me to talk about NFT safety, ways to avoid, you know, getting scammed, or how to avoid rug pulls, how to not get into terrible projects. I mean, that's kind of my goal for the channel too, is to help out a lot of new people find quality projects. So yeah, let me know what you guys want to see. Comment down below. I'm always open to suggestions. I'm just here to try to add value to everyone. So that's it for the video. Stay tuned for the next one.